Okay, so picture a medical emergency, but don't picture it in a city, with paved roads and a hospital right around the corner. No, imagine it's happening in the middle of a dense jungle, a scorching desert, or some super isolated mining camp. When help is hours away and there literally aren't any roads to get there, every single second counts. And that kind of challenge, well, it calls for a totally different kind of solution. So that's the big question, right? It's a problem that our normal, everyday medical services just aren't built to handle. What do you do when a regular ambulance can't even dream of reaching the patient? Well, you build something like this. You engineer a lifeline from the ground up. I mean, look at these things. These are not your typical city ambulances. These are purpose-built, all-terrain medical vehicles, designed specifically to go where nothing else can. To really get why these vehicles are so special, we first have to understand just how big the problem is. Why exactly would a standard ambulance fail out there? And believe me, it's about way more than just a bumpy ride. This quote from an emergency vehicle builder, man, it just reveals a shocking reality. In a lot of these places, rescue teams are forced to improvise with these really desperate ad hoc solutions. We're talking about pickup trucks with stretchers just strapped down in the back. That is so far from ideal when a patient's stability is everything. I mean, just think about how hostile these environments are. You're dealing with roads that are either unpaved or just don't exist. You've got extreme heat and dust that can fry electronics. You might literally have to drive through a river or across deep sand. And on top of all that, your GPS is spotty, and if you break down, you're miles and miles from any kind of help. A standard vehicle isn't just a bad idea out there, it's a potential death trap. So when you're facing those kinds of impossible conditions, how in the world do you design a vehicle that just won't fail? It all starts with a completely different mindset. You don't just tweak a city ambulance, you build a medical fortress on wheels. And the key phrase here is purpose-built. This is not just about slapping four-wheel drive on a van, nope. It's about engineering an entire system, and that starts with a foundation that's already proven to be practically unbreakable. And a lot of the time, that foundation is something like this, the legendary Toyota Land Cruiser. It's a platform famous all over the world for its insane reliability and durability. For missions like these, starting with a proven heavy-duty chassis isn't just a good idea. It's the absolute mandatory first step. All right, so this is where the real magic happens. How exactly do you take a rugged, tough-as-nails off-road truck and turn it into a sterile, state-of-the-art mobile clinic? Well, it's a super meticulous, multi-stage process. First, they take the stock vehicle and strip it completely down to reinforce the frame for all that punishment. Then they fortify the outside with armor and survival gear, like snorkels for those rivers we talked about, and winches so it can pull itself out of trouble. After that comes the heart of the vehicle, a custom-built, sterile patient bay. And finally, all the complex medical and electrical systems are woven in before the whole thing is put through these absolutely grueling tests to make sure it's ready for anything. And the transformation is just, wow, it's incredible. What starts out as just an empty metal box becomes this clean, organized, high-tech mobile treatment room. It's really an amazing feat of engineering to pack so much life-saving tech into a single vehicle. And the gear inside is just as serious as the armor on the outside. We're talking integrated oxygen, defibrillators, ventilators, the whole 9 yards. And this part is so important. All of that sensitive equipment is on special shock-absorbing mounts, so it keeps working perfectly even when the ride is incredibly rough. This isn't just a way to get from point A to point B. It is a true mobile ER, ready to deliver advanced life support anywhere on Earth. But here's the thing. Even with these incredible, specialized vehicles, one size definitely does not fit all. To be truly effective, every single one has to be customized for its specific mission. This is non-negotiable. So let's look at 2 real-world examples to see what I mean. For a mining operation in the jungles of Guinea, the ambulance needed extra water sealing to deal with monsoons, plus a telemedicine station so doctors could do video calls with specialists. But for a mobile clinic in Kenya serving nomadic communities, the priorities were totally different. That one was built with solar panels for off-grid power and fold-out workstations, so it could basically become a pop-up clinic. You see, different missions need different tools. And that customization even extends to the vehicle itself. Over here on the left, you've got that agile Land Cruiser, which is perfect for navigating tight forest trails. But on the right, you see a bigger van-based platform, which is much better suited for a mobile clinic that just needs more space inside. It's always about picking the right tool for the job. So, after seeing the problem, the engineering, and all the custom work, we get to the most important question of all. Why does this matter so much? This quote right here, it just nails it. In these extreme situations, the vehicle isn't just a piece of equipment. It is the one and only link between a patient and survival. The right vehicle isn't just an option, it's the whole ballgame. It is everything. And that leaves us with one last big thought to chew on. We've just seen how the ambulance had to be completely re-engineered for the toughest places on the planet. And it really makes you wonder, what other essential life-saving technologies are we all taking for granted that desperately need that same kind of radical reimagining?